Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to Game 2 in the Showcase match. I believe Genius may actually be the host of this particular set of games. Not quite sure what Genius is from. The website that I was pulling this all down from is in Chinese. 我们的国语真的不好，我可以听得懂，我可以講一點點。都我不可以。我啲廣東話好啲，但係我啲國語真係好難。Alright, for all of those guys who understood that, thanks. If you don't, well, I'm sure I'm butchering Chinese anyways. Let's take a look at this. WFZ spawning as the red undead here at the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, alright, thank you very much. Meanwhile, down over here we have Lin spawning as the blue orc. Lin really making a strong comeback in game 1, excuse me, while attacking and taking out WFZ when he was engaging against creeps. That additional little bit of DPS really pushed it over the edge, and Lin was able to secure victory in a 2-on-1 fight essentially when WFZ was trying to take out those red creeps. If WFZ was able to take down those red creeps, I guarantee you WFZ would have had the better items and perhaps taken the victory there. Also, if he was able to keep his obsidian statues alive, and that would have been much better for him, as his units would have been healthier longer. Now, if there is a slight change in the audio, I am experimenting with different audio setups right now. Some people have been complaining that the games are getting a little bit staticky and the recordings are getting a little bit staticky later on. It may be time for me to actually get a new computer. My computer is about 3 years old now, and generally when things get to be 3 years old, things just don't work nearly as well. But then again, me building a new computer will cost me a pretty penny, as I still don't have official sponsors. I do have some friends in the industry, but I was going to try and wait until Legacy of the Void for StarCraft 2 or WarCraft 4 to build a new computer, whatever comes first. Now, coming around down over here, Grunts now making their way over Ogre Warrior, and we are going to see some very early creeping. Blade Master looking to get those Power 6 items. Those Power 6 items allow a Blade Master to essentially start critically up to 300 to 400 damage sometimes. Alright, Rod of Necromancy now being used. The Death Knight. WFZ playing a very smart game, trying to deny experience. Meanwhile, all the Blade Master is trying to do is get as much experience and the necessary items. The perhaps best possible items would have been a Claws of Attack +6 from this orange creep camp and a Slippers of Agility from this creep camp. Instead, it is just going to be Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, none of the items that the Blade Master truly wants or needs, as we see the Ogre Warrior now taking a bit of damage. Alright, the Death Knight, is he going to... Oh! Did the Blade Master get that? I believe the Blade Master actually got the experience there. It was stolen by the Grunt. Nicely played by Lin, microing and getting in that last hit. Very important, somewhat Dota's-esque, getting in that last hit, stealing it. And also, I guess you could say it's denying that experience, as the Blade Master now healing up and now sitting at level 2 with exactly 204 experience. There we go. The Death Knight is now retreating and returning back home. Halls of the Dead. Additional skeletal minions have been added. More skeleton warriors. And where are these units going to be traveling to next? Giant Sea Turtle Creep Camp will get creeped out. Down over here, it looks like a Sea Turtle hatchling will fall. Not quite sure why that guy just didn't start attacking to deal a little bit more damage. But then again, this is WFZ. He is a professional Warcraft 3 player, and I'm just a caster. Giant Sea Turtle will get taken down here. Meanwhile, the Blade Master doing a good job trying to take down this Troll Trapper. It will do it without any real issue. And this is important. The Ogre Magi has not been able to engage here. And this is a major reduction in the amount of damage that this creep camp would normally deal. Alright, Grunts now trying to switch places just a little bit, and you can see that the Ogre Warrior just dancing around as the main group of units coming in. Rune of the Watcher has been left behind, and we now have a Talisman of Evasion on Lin's Blade Master. Level 3 also coming in, and you can see that the Ring of Protection was sold moments ago, as the Ogre Warrior will fall here. The Blade Master absolutely loves Turtle Rock, as it is very easy to get potions of invulnerability on this map with 4 chances to drop them. If not a potion of invulnerability, it could be a potion of greater healing. If not a potion of greater healing, well, it's a potion of mana, and that just goes on the Shadow Hunter anyways. Dust of Appearance, Scroll of Town Portal, as the Blade Master now trying to get in some easy shots onto the Crypt Fiend. Blade Master now running away will take a little bit of damage as it retreats and returns back home. Death Knight in a very, very serious situation. What can it really do here, as it needs to get into tier 2, needs that Lich, now going into a slaughterhouse, and will get that hero slightly faster than normal. Sometimes Undead players will try to go for tier 3 before starting that Lich, just so they can get that Orb of Corruption. That Orb of Corruption, very instrumental in slowing down that Blade Master, reducing the amount of armor that it has. Alright, Death Knight is still nearby. You can see that there is that Halls of the Dead. The Blade Master thinking to himself, can he attack and take it down? There's the Dust of Appearance, and the Blade Master is still engaging here. The Death Knight, however, does regenerate hit points very quickly on this map here. Dust of Appearance still revealing as this Blade Master tries to walk around. It does have Wind Walk level 2. That is the reason why it is moving so quickly, even under the effects of that slow from the Nerubian, or not the Nerubian Tower, the Halls of the Dead here, as we now have the Lich being brought over. Alright, in comes a group of Grunts. 4 Grunts against 3 Crypt Fiends, a Lich, and a Death Knight. More Crypt Fiends and now some Skeletal Warriors making their way over, as the Blade Master picks up a Circlet of Nobility. Very, very nice round items on that Blade Master. Perhaps it will transfer the healing salves over to that Shadow Hunter, as the Shadow Hunter should be using more of those consumable items anyways. The Blade Master wants those permanent items instead, as the Blade Master is nearby. Here you see that Blade Master is currently sitting inside here. Obsidian Statue is now around, and now with 400 mana, it should be able to heal up that Death Knight pretty quickly and also keep up the mana fairly full. However, this has just been a typical game for Lyn, and he's been able to do everything he wants. The Orc player is in full control of this game, superior hero levels, and has been able to creep out much more quickly than his opponent. You can see another Boots of Speed has been picked up. The Watcher Ward now placed down. The Blade Master trying to go after the Obsidian Statue. There is the Ensnare. The Obsidian Statue does have Frost Armor, and it will force that Blade Master to retreat. Troll Trapper now going back. I do believe Dust of Appearance, no Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now picked up, as a Tome of Intelligence +2 picked up by the Death Knight. I'm sure he would have wanted to have it more on the Lich instead, but with a Blade Master running around, sometimes the Blade Master likes to run in and steal books from the library or tomes from right underneath a Death Knight's nose. Let's take a look here. Shadow Hunter now backing away as the Gargantuan Sea Turtles are doing a bit of creeping. They are all ranged heroes though, so no real chance of that Frost Armor doing much damage. Coming back around, the Giant Sea Turtle coming in. Oh, I guess the Gargantuan Sea Turtle is actually melee, trying to fight back here. Let's take a look. This is another Creepjack, potential Creepjack, as the Blade Master now comes in as well. All right, who is this Gargantuan Sea Turtle going to chomp on? That is the question, as the Blade Master is still getting free shots on some of these units. All right, the Spirit Walker down to 317 hit points. It goes into ethereal form just in time, as the Death Knight could have landed a Death Coil to get the easy kill. Meanwhile, the Gargantuan Sea Turtle is still back here. It is cursed, and that means it will miss its target somewhat, ever so slightly. All right, is the Raider going to get off the Ensnare? Yes, Blade Master is going to finish off this Gargantuan Sea Turtle. No, the Death Knight now trying to make a play for it. What's going to be happening? That Gargantuan Sea Turtle going to be sitting at 200, 192, and oh, a beautiful Hex, just as the Gargantuan Sea Turtle got below 200 hit points to allow the Blade Master, I believe the Blade Master and the Shadow Hunter did get the experience. All right, one poor Grunt will get taken down there, but that was a beautiful move by Lyn in order to get the experience and the Scroll of the Beast. Blade Master now nearby. What is happening next? As the Blade Master is here, perhaps it is going to try to steal this Giant Sea Turtle's experience, and keep the Death Knight at level 2. Yes, Blade Master now sitting at level 4, and that has got to be so annoying. The Shadow Hunter still sitting at level 1. That is a problem, though. In the previous game, you do remember that the Shadow Hunter actually got to level 5 before the Blade Master, as the Shadow Hunter was off creeping by himself. This time around, the Blade Master has been more involved in these engagements, but mainly because that there's been a lot of fights next to creep camps, and the Blade Master has been part of the army. We're going to be seeing that just right now as the giant sea turtle is getting taken down. What's happening here? Gargantuan sea turtle looks like it may get taken down. There's the potion of greater healing. The Blade Master now comes in. It is now going to get slowed as the Death Knight now trying to get healed back up. So far, level 2, almost level 3 versus a level... What is this? Oh, okay, Tauren Chieftain, what the? Alright, more on that later, but the Blade Master at 4, Shadow Hunter at 2, and Tauren Chieftain will be popping out at level 1. Very rare to see Orc players to go for Tri-Hero, and what is this? WFZ going for a Goblin Tinker. The Tinker, a very strong tanky hero, especially when it gets to level 6, when it has fortified armor, meaning that it takes reduced damage from a Blade Master. That is perhaps one of the best heroes to go up against a Blade Master, since if it is fortified armor, it does take reduced damage significantly. Death Knight now sitting at level 3 will have level 2 death coils. I thought it was level 2 or level 3 earlier, but that is not the case. Pure Up of Vitality now given to the Lich, as the Lich now has a mediocre 675 even at level 2. Okay, let's come across here. Or I guess that's not a mediocre, that's a respectable 675. Death Knight sitting at 850. That Lich needs to stay alive. That Frost Armor is so important in dealing with that Blade Master. If you can slow down the unit, that is absolutely game-changing. Tauren Chieftain still sitting at level 1. Will get to level 2 without an issue. Does have a rune of healing, and that Tauren Chieftain is smoking a pipe. The Khaggar's Pipe of Insight, in fact, and that is simply brilliant. Alright. Points to those who know what I did there. Anyways, Banshee now being brought over. It looks like the Gargantuan Sea Turtle will get taken down. Frost Armor on the Tinker. The Tinker now being forced to back off, though. Dust of Appearance making sure that it does not... none of this does get stolen. Alright, Scrolls of the Beast, and this is going to be very nice. If the Death Knight can perhaps creep out this red creep camp here, it will be about even in terms of creep items. Potion of Greater Healing, Scroll of the Beast, and Wand of Mana Stealing, all very nice. Orb of Corruption has been placed down, as the Voodoo Lounge going to get taken down very quickly. Alright, there is a Pocket Factory now in play. Perhaps the Clockwork Goblins will be making their way off to the north. What is happening here? Not quite sure why the Clockwork Goblins didn't make their way off here. Instead, we're going to see the blue army of Lyn engage and try and creep out the Ogre Lord creep camp. This is just mind-boggling, as Lyn is getting attacked here, but it feels like this is all a calculated risk. Will Lyn be able to get back here and defend in time? Can he take down this Ogre Lord creep camp quickly enough? And if he does take it down quickly enough, more importantly is how much damage will all of this, how much damage is all this going to be? Another Brilliance Aura, not a very useful item at all. Tauren Chieftain loving the pipe, going to be smoking twice as much for no real effects, as we now see more buildings getting taken down. Lyn now down to 57 over 50. The Spirit Lodge is now the only production building left, as the Clockwork Goblins still popping their way out. But the Obsidian statues are revealed, and this is bad. They should have been in the backfield. WFZ gonna lose both of these Obsidian statues, as a huge Tauren Chieftain stomps across all of these Crypt Fiends. Both sides fighting. That Tauren Chieftain, however, is stuck because of that Pocket Factory. But a Tauren Chieftain is really never surrounded. It just stomps and has a lot of dancing partners who are stunned. There you go. Kodo Beast now coming in, and Lin looks like, oh, Tauren Chieftain does get taken down at level 3, but now we see the Shadow Hunter sitting at level 4. Both sides still fighting. You can see Roar is on all of these units. The Destroyer needs to devour some more magic in order to stay alive even longer. The Blade Master with that Orb of Lightning dealing so much damage. Meanwhile, the Banshee off to the side, back over here. Both sides are still engaging, and this is a crazy battle. Focusing on heroes, the Blade Master may get taken down. No, the Blade Master is not going to get taken down as it breaks Windwalk to try and take down another Obsidian statue. There it goes. And with all the Obsidian statues gone, WFZ is going to lose this game here. Lin was just absolutely amazing in calculating that he could actually creep out a red creep camp while he was getting attacked, even though he did not have a Scroll of Town Portal. Blade Master now sitting at level 5, and it looks as though this is all that is left in this army here. Kodo Beast, one of them is snacking on a unit, and perhaps another Kodo Beast could snack on another. What is this? Wait a second. The Abomination is full hit points. There is a Death Coil. This Kodo Beast is going to get taken down. It looks like it could lose a lot of hit points here, down to 292 hit points. The Death Knight unable to get a Death Coil as that Crypt Fiend will be digested ever so slowly. New Obsidian statue now being brought over. Blade Master sitting at level 5. And what is going on here, folks? The Shadow Hunter and the Blade Master are coming back in as we now see Barracks trying to be retrained. Lin sitting at 38/70. And this is just going to be a mainly hero army. The Altar of Storms actually now a production building trying to resurrect an important hero. Let's take a look. It looks as though this Spirit Lodge may get taken down. This Obsidian statue perhaps should be closer to the action to try and heal the rest of the units. That Kodo Beast will get taken down there. There it goes. Level 3 now on the Tinker as more Clockwork Goblins will be popping out. Tauren Chieftain is now back on out. Another Grunt going to get taken down as we now see the Shadow Hunter joining in on the fight. Oh, Lich. Potion of Invulnerability. Yes, it does go off just in time. Blade Master comes across. Tinker is not going to make it, though, as it could not get healed. Tinker falls at level 3. Are we going to see? Yes, I believe that was a Death Pack coming in. Yes, Death Pack coming in as well, as the Clockwork Goblins are trying to fight back here. Lich sitting at level 3. Potion of Healing, yes, used just in time, as the Death Knight does not have any more mana. Obsidian Statue still off to the north and not engaging with the rest of the army. Low on mana, low on hit points. What is going down here as a burrowed Crypt Fiend now regenerating hit points? Death Knight now trying to chase after this unit here. The Tauren Chieftain now backing away. -2 armor on the Tauren Chieftain, as we are now getting repositioned once more. WFZ really just benefiting from the fact that he still has production buildings, but the Blade Master, Tauren Chieftain, and Shadow Hunter, a very, very deadly tri-hero combination. Damage has been brought to the table. Stuns have been brought to the table. Crowd control, everything you can imagine has been brought here, as the Lich now trying to get away. Lich now backing off down to 191 hit points. What is happening here? As though Tauren Chieftain still attempting to take down another Obsidian statue. There it goes. It falls as the Blade Master now sitting at level 5. Shadow Hunter is back. And meanwhile, the Lich is going to get cornered into a very, very sticky situation. Is it going to make it? No, it will not. No Death Coil to save it. And with only one hero left, and pretty much the rest of the army now taken down, Lin can lead his army into position, take down another Crypt Fiend. Tauren Chieftain has level 2 Stomp. I would have thought that he would have level 2 Endurance Aura. Not sure why you would actually bring out Brilliance Aura at all. Double Brilliance Aura, just sell one of those items. Alright, Lich trying to make the very, very slow trek home. Death Knight trying its best to save it, as the Tauren Chieftain now trying to get in pathing distance of the Death Knight. We are back on creep. Excuse me, Blight. As WFZ finally has an Obsidian statue. This Obsidian statue, perhaps bringing an Acolyte to repair, would be very, very helpful. This Obsidian statue, if an Obsidian statue has been able to stay alive, that would have been enough. But that is simply not the case. So far, haunted gold mines galore, as we are now looking at an Acolyte off here. Let's take a look at what's going to be happening next. Obsidian statues still being trained. Lich now being brought over, as we can see that there is one acolyte here. Is going to wake up the creeps. It will get taken down as the Tauren Chieftain now looking to stomp its way through this creep camp. No, will not do so. Just saving up the mana for later. The Tauren Chieftain is creeping with the Shadow Hunter. The Shadow Hunter has its own Brilliance Aura, as the Tauren Chieftain is bringing 2 parts of the human tri-hero, the Brilliance Aura and the Devotion Aura. Very, very nice auras on that Tauren Chieftain. All it needs now is a Potion of Invulnerability, and it will be a Paladin in disguise. Coming down over here, the Blade Master making sure that there are no expansions here whatsoever. What is going down next? Still a burrowed Crypt Fiend here by WFZ. Coming across now, you can see that the Death Knight now trying to creep out this red creep camp. Needs to do so, and needs to do so quickly. It needs to get to perhaps a higher level on the Lich, yes, and perhaps even on the Tinker, no. The Tinker nowhere near level 4, and that could be a problem. Not having the hero advantage, or giving the hero advantage to the Death Knight, the Blade Master, and the Orc army is just very problematic. Level 3 on the Tauren Chieftain, almost level 4. Shadow Hunter at 5, Blade Master at 5, 5-5-3 compared to a 4-4-3. That is a huge, huge difference, especially when you consider the difference between level 5 and level 4 already. Alright, that Death Knight now Death Pacting his own Crypt Fiend in order to stay alive, healing up more units. Pocket Factory, those Clockwork Goblins going to town. Is it going to be able to do any serious damage? Alright, here we have the Crypt Fiend getting taken down relatively quickly, as well as the Pocket Factory now is out. Spirit Walker trying to disengage. Meanwhile, Crypt Fiends are focusing down more units. There is another Death Coil, but I don't believe it reached its target, as we now see multiple curses coming across. Kodo Beast looking to eat a Crypt Fiend. No, is it going to eat it? No, it is not going to eat a Crypt Fiend. There it goes. Hungry Kodo coming in on this engagement. As we can see, the Troll Berserker will get taken down. Alright, units are fighting pretty much left and right. Acolytes are being brought over, pulling everything, pulling your Acolytes to join the fight. This is not StarCraft 2, but every little bit of DPS will help, as the Acolytes are now trying to surround and take down this Tauren Chieftain. The Tauren Chieftain looks like it's going after the Death Knight. Death Knight goes a Death Pack onto an Acolyte, but is not going to be enough. WFZ gets taken down, and there should be the GG. A Death Knight now gone, and there is the GG. Beautifully played by Lin in both games. Game 1 much closer, Game 2 just sheer dominance. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you guys enjoyed it.